Hello everyone. So today we are going to do a problem that is the case 2, balance sheet calculation, preparation of the company with the notes to accounts. So there are two basically problems we're going to do here under statement of financial position method. Are you ready? Come, let's move. So the first question is like this. That is, from the following assets and liabilities, prepare the balance sheet of the company as per Schedule 3, Part 1 of the Companies Act 2013. So this is actually of the company Akil Limited. So liabilities items are given and assets items are given. Sundry creditors 1 lakh, general reserve 50,000, interest on debentures 28,000, authorized share capital of that is 1,20,000, equity shares of rupees 10 per share is 12 lakhs rupees, that is 1,20,000 shares into 10 is 12 lakhs. Subscribed share capital is 80,000 shares of rupees 10, that is 8 lakhs, less the calls in arrears, that is 15,000. So there is 7,85,000 again, the balancing figure. Profit and loss account 75,000, 6% dependent 6 lakhs, bills payable 76,000. My dear friends, this is actually, these items need to be considered when you prepare the consolidated balance sheet. Next one is on the asset side, cash at bank 79,800, cash in hand 1,500. Unlike the previous question here, cash in hand, cash at bank is given separately. Till now, we were given cash in hand and bank together, but this question is different. Investment long-term 95,000, preliminary expenses 9,000, current assets, loans and advances 95,000, goodwill 50,000, building 6 lakhs, plant and machinery 6,60,000, less depreciation 66,000, that is 10% depreciation. So it will be 5,95,000, which is 94,000, which is the balancing figure. Then stock in trade is 10,000, debtors 1,74,000. There's a provision for doubtful debts is 8,700. That would be around, if you see, it was a 50, so it's coming, yeah. So 5% that is on this one. So we can find that it's 8,700. So the remaining balance would be 1,65,300, right? Then we have the next thing is that next is furniture is 14,400 rupees. So these are the items given. Now let's see how to calculate it. So first we are going to, so in this question here, nothing is given directly. Everything is indirectly given. So here with the required items of the stock in trade and all the things, we have to prepare the notes to account. So that is the only thing you can do because compare this question and the previous question, we can easily understand that here in this particular questions, we can find there is missing figure. So we need to prepare the notes to accounts, and with that the total value you have to substitute in the original balance sheet. So as per the format, the first mandatory thing is we have to prepare the specimen format, that is balance sheet of Akil Limited as on 31st March 2018 as per the question. Then you have to draft your format. So this is a format we need to remember. So this is always the same. Okay, but certain items will be missing here and there, that's all. So first we have the equity and liabilities. Under that, shareholders funds, the share capital, reserves and surplus. Then we have share application money, pending allotment. Here it is not given, so ignore it is not given. Then non-current liabilities. Under that we have long-term borrowings. All these things are given in the question, but there are certain things like share capital we have authorized and paid up we have. Then we have reserves and surplus, 2 items are given, so that we have to process it. Trade payables, bills payable items are separately given, then intangible assets separately given. Then we have the cash and cash equivalents, cash in hand and bank separately given. So that all need to be shown as the working note. That is why we are going to this will come to the next step where let's go to the notes to account. So in the notes to accounts, there's a working note we are preparing. So in notes to accounts, when we prepare, the first thing we have to, there is 2 columns you need to prepare: particulars and rupees. That first one is the share capital. So this share capital amount, the one under that we have the 2 things given in the question. That is, one is authorized share capital and the other one is subscribed to share capital. So authorized share capital is 1,20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, which is nothing but 12 lakhs. That is already cleared. Authorized share capital, we are not going to touch anything. But subscribed share capital is given. Subscribed share capital is nothing but which is not fully paid. So we have the calls in arrears. That's why it said not paid completely. So if you see that you have 8 lakhs minus 15, that is already given in the question. So 7,85,000. That also we have mentioned it, right? Now Next is reserves and surplus. Reserves and surplus, in that question given, general reserve is given separately 50,000, right? Then profit and loss account opening value is also given 75,000, right? Now, this has to be taken minus the preliminary expenses. Preliminary expenses, we don't show it in the asset. We have to show it in the liability. We have to deduct it from the reserves and surplus. So minus preliminary expenses, that is actually we get, if you deduct 50 plus 75, 1,25,000 minus 9,000, we get 1,16,000, which is the total for reserves and surplus. Keep that. Now we are going to take it to the balance sheet. Then next one is trade payables. Under that we have creditor items and bills payable items. So two separate items. So we have to consolidate it. That's why we are taking as a third note. So in that 1 lakh plus 76, we get 1,76,000, which is again the total of trade payables. We'll be taking into the balance sheet. Then we have fixed assets. So liabilities items are completed. Now let's go to the asset items. So fixed assets, tangible items. If you see buildings, we have that is buildings. We have 6 lakhs already given the question. Then plant and machinery less the depreciation. That is 6 lakhs minus 66,000. We get 5,94,000. Then we have furniture, which is already given the question, 14,400. If you add up all these things, 6 lakhs plus 5,94,000 plus 14,400, we get 12 lakhs 8,400, which is the total of the fixed assets, tangible items. Then we have the trade receivables, the fifth notes. Under that we have trade debtors less the provision for bad debt. So that we have some 1,94,000 minus 8,700. So if you see that 1,65,300, which is the balancing figure to be taken to the trade receivables in the balance sheet. Then finally, we have the sixth note is cash and cash equivalents. Under that, we have the separate items given the question, cash in hand and cash in bank. That is 1,500 and 79,800 respectively. If you add that, we get the total 81,300. So this particular values, we are going to take it to the previously what we discussed, the balance sheet of Akhil Limited as on 31st March 2018. The first item is the equity and liability. So equity and liability, we are starting. Under that, we have shareholders funds. The share capital is number one, note number, which you have shown in the previous page. That is 7,85,000. So that we have taken. And here, remember, my dear friends, please don't take, even though in the question, the authorized share capital is given, please don't take that amount. Just you should show it as a note, but you should not take it in the balance sheet. Why? Because authorized share capital is the total amount that is being authorized. But in that, from the total subscribed, that is authorized share capital, how much is being subscribed? Only 7,85,000 is being subscribed. So that amount only should be taken to the balance sheet. Please remember that. Then reserves and surplus we have. So that is 1,16,000. That was also mentioned there. Then we have reserves. After that, we have the share application money pending allotment. Is it given the question anything about it? Nothing. So don't ignore it. But as per the format, you need to mention it. So it's nil value. Then we have non-current liabilities. Under that, we long-term borrowings. We have 6% debenture. There's no other additional items are given. So that's why we are not shown in the notes to accounts. And that is why across to that, we don't have any note number. Since there are no items related to notes, then just ignore the note number. And approximately the amount is 6 lakhs amount given the question. Then we have current liabilities. Under that, we have trade payables, which have already prepared the third note number. So it coming 1,76,000. Because we have the bills payable and the trade creditors. You must be remembering that from the notes we have prepared. Then finally, we have other current liabilities, which is including like interest on debentures. It is 28,000 given the question. So add up all these things, we get 17,05,000 is the total amount of the equity and liability. Now let's come to the asset side. Asset side is it's a vertical balance sheet. So we are not going to any other place. We're going to prepare in the one single sheet. So second item is the asset side. So if you see the asset, under that we have two things mainly as per the format: non-current assets and current assets. Non-current assets means long-term type of assets. Like we have fixed assets which tangible like that. So tangible and intangible. So under that the intangible, already given the question, that is 12,08,400, isn't it? Then we have the intangible. That is also 50,000 we have. Then we have non-current investments. So non-current investments is which is already given the question, 95,000. So that is what we have been preparing. Then we have the current assets. Under that inventories, we have 10,000 given the question. Trade receivables, that is 1,65,300 given the question. Then cash and cash equivalents, fifth note we have prepared, that is 81,300. And other current assets, we have 95,000, which is given the question. So add up all these things, we get 17,05,000. I hope it is very clear. So here, hence we can say that the balance sheet is tallied with the asset and liability of total amount 17,05,000 rupees. Next, let's go to the second question. So here what happens is the second question is like this, that same thing, the same but a different transaction. That's all. So the following balances have been extracted from the books of Knight Riders as on 31st March 2018. So two things are given: liabilities and asset side. So, or we can say not asset liability and asset, but it's given separately in that way. The continuation, that is equity share capital fully paid up of rupees 100, 6 lakhs rupees. Then we have the fixed assets at cost 8,60,000. Creditors 30,000, then cash in bank balance, that is 50,000, inventory 60,000, bills receivable 20,000, accumulated depreciation 30,000, investment 70,000, resource and surplus 1,10,000, 5% dividends that is secured against land 2,20,000, unsecured loan from the subsidiaries 50,000, underwriting commission 15,000. Then we have provision for taxation 25,000, interest accrued and due on 5% debentures 10,000. Now from this you need to prepare the balance sheet of the Knight Riders Limited as on 31st March 2018, which is prescribed under revised schedule 3 of the Indian Companies Act 2013. So you are supposed to prepare this. Now how to do it? With this given items, we need to prepare the balance sheet. So we'll just write the format there. We'll come to this. Let's go to notes. So what is the notes items? So as per the notes items, we are given the items, that is reserves and surplus here. 1,10,000 is given. So that will be a first note. So reserves and surplus 1,10,000. Less we have this. Remember that preliminary expenses, or be it any sorts of miscellaneous expense or whatever it is, it should be deducted from the reserves and surplus only. So underwriting commission we have, it's an additional miscellaneous expenses. So what we can say, 15,000 be deducted from the reserves and surplus only. So the total amount 1,10,000 minus 15, we get 95,000, which is to be taken to the total of the reserves and surplus. The second one is long-term borrowings. Under that we have 5% debentures, which is secured against land. So that is 2,20,000. Then we have unsecured loan from the subsidiaries simultaneously to that. So that 50,000. Add up, we get 2,70,000, which is the total of the long-term borrowings. The third one is the tangible fixed assets. Under that we have fixed assets, the 8,60,000 less the accumulated depreciation 30,000. So we get 8,30,000, which is the total to be taken to the, that is tangible fixed assets column. That is part of the balance sheet. Now let's go back to the balance sheet. So balance sheet of Knight Riders Limited as on 31st March 2018, preparing 3 columns, particulars, note number and amount rupees. So under that, the first one is equity and liabilities. Under that we have the shareholders funds, shareholder, share capital, there is equity shares of rupees 100 each fully paid up. There is 6 lakhs given the question, just write that, no note for that. Reserves and surplus, which we already prepared as note. So first note number 95,000, you know how we got it. So that is from the note. Then the second one is share application money pending allotment. With here it is not given, so just put it in nil, just like the previous question. The third one is non-current liabilities. We have under that we have long-term borrowings. Again, we have prepared the second note, so we have 2,70,000. Just write that value over there. Then the fourth one is the current liabilities. Under that we have trade payables, creditors, which is already given. We don't have any note to be prepared for this, so that's why note number is nil here. And 30,000 is the amount approximate to that. Other current liabilities, interest accrued and due on 5% dependence. All this is 10% given the question. Short-term provisions, also provision for taxation. It's a short-term provision, so please remember that. That will be taken as the in the liability side. So 25,000. Add up all these things, you get 10,30,000 is the total of the equity and liabilities. Now come to the second part, that is part 2, that is assets. So under assets, we have non-current assets and current assets. Non-current assets, in that we have fixed assets, tangible assets, and intangible items are not given here, so don't need to take that. Then non-current investments. Now, fixed assets, tangible assets, we have, that is, we have already shown as the third notes to account. So that amount we're getting 8,30,000 that we need to substitute here. Non-current investments, we have already given the question 70,000, just substitute that also here. Then we have the current assets. Now non-current is over, so current assets were coming. Under that we have inventory, which is already given 60,000. Trade receivables or the bills receivable, same thing, 20,000. And the cash and cash equivalents, cash and bank balances, whatever it is, same thing, 50,000 given the question. When you add up everything, you get 10,30,000 here, and hence we can see that the balance sheet is tallied with a total of 10,30,000 for the equity and liabilities and the assets side. Right. So I hope with this, both the problems we have done, the balance sheet of 2 companies, okay, simultaneously with the notes to accounts. Now, from next class onwards, we'll be preparing the profit and loss account and the balance sheet together from Monday onwards. Okay, I hope it is very clear. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.